Are you looking for answers to any questions, ma'am? Ms. Adams?
Yeah.
Was that just a statement, or were you asking questions?
I was asking questions, but I don't know if they can answer them about the interest rate, about the loan funds, about the
Okay.
maximum 10 go-to amount.
We're going to get you some answers. It may not be what you're looking for.
I'd appreciate that.
So I'll try to remember your questions. We have approached the local banks.
Excuse me?
We have approached the local banks regarding potentially borrowing money from those local banks. If we were-
I work at local bank, I never heard from anybody.
well,
Ms. Adams, could you let them answer your questions versus interrupting?
Because if we went to the bond bank specifically, we know that we could pay the principal off. We'd be locked in to a standardized schedule. By going to a bank, a municipal bank, close bank here in town, we've had those conversations, and we would pay principal and interest, pay principal payments off sooner than over the life of a loan. Which brings me to your tuition comment. Our tuition students do not cost us any money whatsoever. They actually bring revenue into this district. You're referring to the adequacy money that's given by the state at $3,700 per child, which we do not receive because we're such a property-rich town. So we don't receive any adequacy money from the state. We raise and appropriate that money here within our own community. So our tuition money, any money that gets brought in from tuition students, actually is used as revenue, and that revenue goes back to help offset the tax rate the following year. We don't take students in that cause us to have to bring in additional staff. They don't bring in additional energy, and additional supplies, and additional materials. Because we can absorb them into our current situation without adding more. And so really all that does is give you revenue to again offset the tax rate. This is a fixed bond. If we were to go with the bond bank, that is a fixed rate, so that rate would not fluctuate once you're locked in. And I think that was 3 of your questions. Maybe you had one more.
So you're saying that if you go to the bond bank, you can prepay principal without any penalty?
No, if we went to the bond bank, we are locked in on that standardized schedule.
Right.
Right, so you cannot pay your principal off sooner. If we go to a local bank, we can pay the principals off sooner, saving us a lot of money in interest. Using particularly the money potentially from our revenue from our tuition students to help do that.
Okay, and are we, like the other gentleman asked, selling another building, like the?
So I'll let the school board talk about the building.
So we loved the couple comments so far on the elementary school. So it's a historic building that has a different promise, and you do not have to meet the state and federal mandates for safety and environment for the elementary school kids we have there, and in the 20-plus-year-old temporary classrooms in the parking lot. So that discussion, we hope to have a discussion with this many people at it when we get to, so if this does pass with our 60% required or 3/5, one of the first discussions that we can open is what does the community want to do in guiding us with what we do with the old elementary school. Other communities struggle with dead schools. It's happening nearby if you want to look around. We have a different potential asset. We don't know what it's worth, potentially worth. But we've talked about, as a board and in CIP meetings, we've talked about publicly interest, our hope, and that we can have community support to get the maximum amount of dollars out of it to use specifically towards this project as another revenue source to limit the taxpayer impact on the project proposal that we have. But we need it to pass to have that conversation with you. We love the idea of having it now. We understand a few people have been very pointed with me, saying, well, why aren't you talking about it? Why haven't we covered it? We have to do things in an order that doesn't always feel fantastic to everybody involved, but we need a pass vote of 60% so we can open that conversation. We've had 4 community forums, we're going to have a 5th one, we're going to have a total of 5 open discussion meetings at the library. We're doing everything we can to engage you as effectively as possible. We can't wait to get you involved in figuring out how to maximize the value of the elementary school. One other point that I don't want you to leave without getting clarity on is board policy. It's board responsibility to set the tuition rate for tuition students. So if we charge full amount, which is not $33,000 per student, if we charge that full amount, we get very few students in. As a superintendent, to maybe to say the same thing slightly differently, we are able to be selective to the students and accept students at the rate, and we as a board are elected to accept them at a tuition rate that is right at the level of what sending towns allot for those families. So we haven't, that I'm aware of, driven the need for those students' families to pay additional. What it's ended up doing, what does it do for you, for the taxpayer over the last 10 years? It's over $1 million of revenue we would not have if we didn't have tuition students. So I just want to make sure that those, hopefully you're leaving with a more satisfying answer, a little more clarity.
But there's a group being charged as people in town